Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. Today is all about updates. Yet again we have Tempered Teostra and Kulve Taroth returning with a collection of new weapons, and these are all rarity 8 weapons. So let the grind begin. First up we have the Taroth Arrow Fire. Looks pretty interesting. The Taroth Strong Arm Water, still not going to beat the Diablos. Taroth Dagger's Blast, not really into my dual blade so I couldn't tell you. Taroth Buster Ice has level 3 shelling, so Taroth Blade's Thunder, this could potentially be better than Wither Ignition depending on build. Taroth Hammer Sleep, this could potentially be a new meta setter. Taroth Assault Pierce, I'm intrigued by this, I'll have to let you know. Taroth Pipe Sleep, this is definitely a meta setter for the hunting horns. Taroth Glaive Sleep, don't really do insect glaives anymore, couldn't tell you. Taroth Crest Poison, certainly looks interesting, there's going to be someone that loves it. Taroth Blitz Support, couldn't tell you. Taroth Sword Fire, this is going to be a hell of a meta setter, it's going to be amazing. Taroth Axe Water, hits damn hard and could certainly do well against some monsters. And finally the Taroth Slicer Fire, this could potentially be pretty darn effective against certain monsters. So a lot of them are going to be hidden element or ailment, as you can see, which does give them the option for elementalists or free element if you're wanting to go for some of those elements or ailments. The Water Charge Blade could be very, very handy in niche situations such as Teostra, but Diablos Tyrannus will probably just still outdo it, and until we get some of the Tempered Kulve Taroth weapons that the console currently has, a lot of these weapons will simply just be shiny. Some will be definitely worth it. And depending on how you build, the Greatsword could potentially be the new meta setter, but then 2 decorations versus 1, regardless of whether it's a level 3 slot. It all depends on how you want to do your build and whether or not you just like the shiny gold look. And then moving on to the Tempered Teostra, which personally I'm going to have a lot of fun with because I really just do not like Teostra in general. I find him to be a bit of a ball ache, not particularly fun, and I just generally just don't like being on fire all the damn time. Now what is going to be coming with Tempered Teostra for a start is going to be the Dante Layered Armour, which does look pretty darn good, and the Teostra Gamma Armour, which is near enough the pinnacle in the meta series for using dual blades. If you are a dual blades fan, you're going to want the Teostra Gamma Armor and Rathalos Helmet, and I believe the Azure Star Lord Waist, I think, and that's basically what you go for. 3-piece Teo Gamma and then that. So what else does this armour actually have to offer us? Well, equipping 3 pieces gives us the Master's Touch, which basically stops sharpness diminishing upon critical hits. The helmet will give you Critical Eye +2 along with 2 level 2 decoration slots. The chest will give you Latent Power +2 and Weakness Exploit +1, as well as 1 level 2 decoration slot. The gloves will give you Critical Eye +3, as well as 1 level 3 decoration slot. The waist will give you Latent Power +3 and 2 level 1 decoration slots, and then the legs give you Critical Eye +2, a level 3 decoration slot and a level 1 decoration slot. So in terms of getting that crit out, you can probably see why this is a dual blade must. So in general, that's basically it. The thing I can't wait for is to see just how ineffective more bullets are against Tempered Teostra, considering what they did with Tempered Val Hazak. Near enough made him immortal. if you were a range user, unless you had a perfect aim and were able to shoot him in the head, or use things like slicing, which are nerfed into the ground, or then used stickies or clusters. So being Teo is basically like that all the time, they might as well just damn well make him immortal anyway, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I hate him so much. The Dante armor is going to be Layered Armour is going to be a nice addition, and from what I can imagine, you're going to need 1 Teostra ticket per piece of armour, and the same with what they've done with the remaining layered armours for the Arch-Tempered monsters is using another 2 tickets for the deliveries. So in total, assuming you only get 1 per Arch-Tempered Teostra, you will need to do him a grand total of 7 times. I have heard people getting more than 1 ticket in a run. I've heard people getting up to 3, so if you're one of those lucky bastards, congrats, you haven't got to do them as much. I hope you think of me while I'm dragging my sorry ass through it. But it's all fun and games. I generally hate Teostra, and I'm hanging out for Arch-Tempered Kushala just because I can cluster bomb the living hell out of that thing, because screw that wind. Anyway, that about does it for this particular video. I do hope you enjoyed your stay here. Do feel free to perhaps click that subscribe button. It is free. I occasionally come out with some interesting information and handy things, but the rest of the time it's just me babbling. Anyway, good luck, have fun, don't die, it's bad for the health. Ta-ra!